Hi everyone, welcome back to GrantMe, and in today's video, I'm going to go over some April scholarships. I'm going to show you how to use our various features to apply to these scholarships. So before you actually apply to the scholarships, you need to get matched with them. And in order to get matched with them, you need to check your matching criteria. Now, this is one of the first things you do when you get acquainted with the app. And this is all the information for our fake person here. Based on all this information, that's what our app is going to match you to the scholarship. So let's check out some April deadline scholarships. So in order to look at your scholarships, you're going to go right over there to scholarships and all matches. So you can see here in the header, it says you're matched to 89 scholarships worth $632,000, which is amazing. This is for whatever you've put in for your matching criteria. So you can see they're also sorted by deadline, the scholarship type, as well as the matching criteria. There's basically endless options of mix and match of how you can find a specific scholarship. So these are all the scholarships. They all have varying due dates, but I'm going to show you a couple that I picked already that are due in April. So the Fountainhead Essay here is actually one of the ones I'm going to show you today. And you can see here that it shows you how much it's worth. It shows you how many students are currently matching to it, how many are tracking it, and how many have already applied to it, and also how many have won it already. And right here you can see details of it as well as a button to track the scholarship. So we're going to track the scholarship and we're also going to view the details. Right, so the Fountainhead scholarship, as mentioned before, is worth $5,000. The pro tip here kind of gives more information. It's saying here the essays will be judged on whether the student is able to argue for and justify his or her view. The requirements here say that you have to read the novel Fountainhead by Anne Rand and write an essay on one of the following topics. And then here are the following topics. Once you have kind of read through the requirements, you can go over to the resources section, and this is where you can start building your essay, just like I showed you in the last video, which you can go and check out. It's called our Essay Wizard. After you've kind of done that, you can submit that right over here. So if you haven't checked that out, please go check it out. Also, another thing, the button that said track scholarship, we can find that right over here in tracking sheet, and you can see it's right over here, the Fountainhead Essay Contest, and this is where all of your tracked scholarships will be. Everything that you've won, everything that you've applied for, and then if you want to stop tracking a scholarship for whatever reason, you can stop tracking. There's just a lot of information all in this tracking sheet. So next, I've already picked out two more scholarships that I'm going to show you. That is the Scotiabank Financial Wellness Scholarship. It's worth $3,750, which is amazing. At the top here, we're just going to track that really quickly so it can go into our tracking sheet. The deadline is April 30th, which you can also see up here. So for this scholarship, an award of $3,750 will be given to each recipient in one of the 4 regions. For this scholarship, someone will be randomly drawn from the 100 finalists. They will then answer an essay question about 500 words, and that will be judged on adherence to the theme, style, and creativity. This is a super interesting STEM scholarship. It's worth $3,000, which is almost a year's worth of tuition, which is amazing. So you can see that it's super helpful that every single time that you kind of read through the scholarship requirements, right next to it, you have the suggested resources, and we can actually go through it. So whatever the STEM scholarship is asking for, you can kind of just go in and pick whichever one kind of applies to it, and through each template, it'll give you pro tips, it'll give you advice, it'll give you synonyms. It's just super cool. That is the Scotiabank STEM scholarship. The next one that I'd want to go into is the Assumption Life Foundation Scholarship. So you can see here in the Assumption Life Foundation Scholarship, there's not much information as to what the actual scholarship is for. And what we can do is click apply now, and that takes you straight to the scholarship website, which has all the information you'd need for that specific scholarship. The Assumption Life Foundation Scholarship basically says that it gives out 6 to 7 bursaries of $1,500 to students who attain certain academic standards and who have financial needs, and it goes to a student who also has an average of 70% 1%. So the reason that there wasn't much information on the app was because the Assumption Life Foundation scholarships are actually not just one scholarship, it's a bunch of scholarships, which you can see right over here. They're all valued from 500 all the way up to 8,000, 10,000, and there's information for each scholarship down here. So once you get to the prompt and you know the prompt, you can actually go back to our app in the essay wizard and pick the template that works best with that prompt. And that way you can get a super professional job done with your edit and your application. And now coming back to the Assumption Life Foundation Scholarships GrantMe page, we're not going to forget to track that. And those are the 3 scholarships that you've tracked. And so there's no need really to make an Excel sheet of the scholarships you've applied to or won. And so, of course, these are just 3 scholarships, but just for April, there are at least 15 to 20 scholarships that are available for you to win. And if you are interested in our platform, just click the link in the description and you can book a call with one of our educators and they can guide you through the process and you can use exactly the platform that I am using in this video. And that is it for today's video, and I'll see you guys next time.